That felt like a lot longer than 5 seconds.
Whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Trying to pander it.
Ladies and gentlemen. Boys and
I've
girls.
been told my 5-second countdown is not just enough anyway, so.
You know what? I'm a little tired today. Every time I tried to talk today, I either got Mr. Clean over here cutting me off, or I got you cutting me off. Can a man get his bit?
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Shut up.
Thank you. What did it came out of your mouth?
All the water.
Oh, okay. Because literally half of that came straight from the side.
Triple H, right?
Yeah, working on his. Hey, that's. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on another wonderful Saturday night. The fall is in the air, boys. It started this morning about 80 degrees. Felt real nice. By the time we got to my uncle's to work, it felt like it dropped 20 degrees. A little bit of rain. So it was okay today to be in the basement. I don't know where I was going with that, but thank you for joining us. If this is your first time listening, please like, subscribe. Come on, YouTube people. Still a little subscribe. Help a brother out.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
On the YouTubes.
On the YouTubies. We need to get to 1,000, and we're at 10. I'm pandering here.
It's room for improvement.
There's a lot of room. Well, we're doing okay, though.
We get us to 1,000, we'll take a weekend off.
Yeah, we'll give you a break.
Yeah, from us. Now we're going to keep peddling the airwaves. We want 1,000.
You can reach us at the SNP podcast at gmail.com, or you can check us out at Twitter and Instagram at podcast SNP. We are proudly brought to you by DLM Tax and Accounting. We are in the final quarter, ladies and gentlemen. This
2 weeks.
till October. The 2020 deadlines. To file your tax return for 2020 on time. If you extended your return, is October 15th. But we are in the last quarter, so if you're looking for tax and accounting services, please check out dlmtax.com or reach out to them at admin@dlmholdings.net. Is that enough of the business, Chris?
Yeah, I think that was long-winded.
2 minutes and 30 seconds later.
Okay, well, hey, listen, we got to get the business done, all right? We got a lot to get to today and a lot to talk about.
You know what you need to figure out?
My grind, my gears.
You know what you need to figure out for the YouTubes?
Let me hear it, buddy.
Is how to skip the intro.
Why? What do you mean?
Like
You ever see I watch a bunch of competitive eaters and they'll be like, hey, if you don't want to watch like this long-winded intro that I'm going to put on, or you don't want to listen to this ad for the sponsor that I have, jump ahead to this point in the video.
It's like when you're watching you're watching on Netflix, like skip like skip the little credit thing. Yeah.
No, you listen to the beautiful. I work on that intro every Friday night.
That sure does sound like it,
right? Does it sound good?
I mean, you did flub the beginning, so.
Well, I guess I got 2 jabronis trying to
Shut
cut
up!
me off.
Shut
every
up!
chance I try to talk. Listen, it's gonna be a solo podcast. It's gonna be perfect because Peter McCraw is gonna talk the whole time.
I'm just gonna grab the microphone like Pat over here and
All
start
right, so we're just jumping into the last Oktoberfest.
The more I keep hearing you talk, I need this experience.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Why is this the last Oktoberfest?
Because it's October now. So September is Oktoberfest.
No, it's the last. It's the 3rd Sunday in September, all the way to the 2nd Sunday in October, sir.
Okay, well, it's October and we're changing to.
I'm gonna agree with Chris because I feel like he's right on this for some reason.
He's always right.
Yeah.
Who we kidding?
That's an S&P fact, by the way. I just know it starts at the end of September.
What's up? Is that?
I just know Oktoberfest starts like.
So you threw it.
But he's very confident with it, though, wasn't he? He got you. Can
I get that? Because I need this for the clip. Can I get this one more time?
No, you can only get it from where I put it in. I don't repeat myself, sir.
Okay, so if you haven't checked out, please go back and look at the last 4 episodes. We've done a Oktoberfest for the last 4 episodes, just kind of reviewing. We started with Samuel Adams. The second one was anybody?
It was like it wasn't the Pumpkin King, was it?
The Pumpkin, yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah. Yes, we didn't do October. We did the Pumpkin King.
And we did the Sam Adams was an Oktoberfest, and it had the Jacko or whatever.
And then we did. Whose did we do?
Lion and Kugel's last week.
Yeah. Did we do one before that? I thought we did one more.
Yeah, we did one more that Joe had at the.
Okay, so Chris is gonna look that up on an Instagram podcast SNP. And tonight,
I don't have the podcast. I'm just looking up the text messages.
Okay, so I'll look it up real quick here. And tonight
we send a lot of text messages.
We've got 312 Goose Island, or not 312.
No, it's not 312.
Sorry, jeez, Goose Island. Their Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
Give me a little. Give me something about the can, Pat. While I look this up real quick.
It's blue. It's got a goose on it. It says Oktoberfest.
Okay, we did Pumpkin on September 11th.
It's a German-style Marzen.
We did Lager Town Oktoberfest.
It's got a black pop top thing.
Yeah, it looks good. It's a good looking can. We got anything on this? Doesn't give us anything, huh? It's 5.7% alcohol.
It's 355 milliliters or 12 fluid ounces.
It says German style.
I already covered that, Peter.
Sorry, my bad. Traditionally malty and festive.
Yes.
Did you get that too?
No, I did not yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you didn't get everything.
No. But I did
it's in a blue can.
I did get that already, and I got the German style. It also has the 4 stars of Chicago on it because it's Goose Island.
It has a black pop top.
I said that already. Come on, Chris.
This tastes like a lot like the Leinenkugel.
Without
the lemon?
No, the Oktoberfest.
No, I'm drinking what everybody should be drinking.
Yeah, it's not
as light.
It's not a harsh. I thought the Leinenkugel had a very harsh finish to it. Personally.
Yeah. You know what though? The Sam Adams, the draft of the Oktoberfest is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
This is okay.
I think the Sam Adams is the best of the Oktoberfest we've had so far.
You know what? I did remember liking the Lagertown a lot. This is exactly like the Leinenkugel. It doesn't.
I thought the Leinenkugel was a little heavier tasting.
What do you think, Chris?
I haven't tried it yet. You phoned mine up.
You have the excellent palate here, Chris.
Yeah.
I know.
People love that clip. Check out on YouTube, the SNP podcast. There's a bunch of funny clips of Chris.
I'm famous. What can I say?
It didn't. You know what?
It did not do as well as
no.
the
You know why? You know what I realized why that clip is done.
Like you.
So you know why the clip that Where's Vienna has done so well is it's our intro clip. So people just go and click that one. So it's not that it's the Where's Vienna. It's just that's our intro clip. So 200 and whatever people have just when they come to that's what they click.
Well, they all think we're dumb. Great.
Yeah. No, I know.
Well, you 3 at least.
Hey, you also got it wrong. You just didn't get it.
I was not on the podcast. They don't know that I got it wrong.
Yeah, but you admitted that you got it wrong.
Clearly, I did not get it wrong. So
clearly, I was thinking. I don't know what the hell you were thinking.
Oh, did you see that Coors Light now sponsors a podcast?
No.
What is it? The Hot Wings one.
Yeah.
Hot Ones. Yeah.
I'm done with you, Hot Ones. And Coors Light. I'm gonna still drink you because you're my favorite lager, but I'm getting a little upset. Listen, this podcast.
I mean, not even a reach out. We're not out asking you to give us free Coors
don't
Light.
want
We'll
money,
buy our
yeah,
own Coors Light. Yeah.
Just a little hint, a little, wink, a winky face. That's all we're asking for. Coors Light. We drink you every weekend.
Maybe you should put the machine on the S&P.
We gotta start pointing out the neon sign that we have. The Colorado Kool-Aid T-shirts we wear.
The tattoo that we're gonna put on Chris's head when he gets back next time.
Exactly.
As soon as they wink back, they'll get free advertisement. I'll put the mountains on the head temporarily.
Temporarily, not forever.
In summer, will they be red because it's hot?
No.
Okay.
Only in winter time when it's really cold outside will the mountains be blue though.
Gotcha.
It's a good question. I don't know if you guys. You guys have listened before, so if you're a first time listener, you're missing one of our gracious hosts who unfortunately is not feeling well. So the poor guy is not going. Joe's not going to be here today.
We're not going to have a Joe C. Lock of the Century of the Week this week.
I'll make a lock.
Okay. But it's going to be...
We don't want the pencil neck geek. We're going to get an S&P Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the Week.
Stone Cold, baby. Yeah, so poor Joe is not feeling well. But we hope he... we honestly hope he gets better. And hopefully we see him tomorrow, Chris and I. And there might be a little speculation that Joe got sick, quote-unquote sick, so he doesn't have to take on the lightning Chris McGraw. But that's okay. It's all right.
He knows I'm coming.
And what we're talking about is we're running a 5K tomorrow, and Chris and Joe, there's gonna be a heated competition, or at least we thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. Chris McGraw's gonna go for the shins and kick Joe right immediately off the bat.
That's what it was. They're just gonna punch Joe right in the back of the head and take off running.
Hey Chris, I think there was a bet last week, wasn't there?
I believe Mr. Pat Lynch
said
that.
What did he bet?
He bet 2
Coach Lager shots. Yes.
2.
And wait, hold on.
Not 1, but dopes.
Was this episode 51? The Boys Go Dark.
Yes.
Great episode. Check it out. And I think Joe's lock of the week. He's now 2-1.
2-1.
First week he took Pittsburgh. Second week,
no. He took. I don't know who he took week 1, but he took Pittsburgh.
Whoever played Jacksonville.
I think he took Kansas City week 1.
No, he took.
You're gonna have
Denver.
to go back and listen.
I think he took Denver over Jacksonville. Okay.
Jacksonville played Houston week 1, so it wasn't that.
But then I think he took an easy one first week. And then he went balls
They
deep.
went 49ers over Detroit.
Yes, he did. You're right. You're absolutely right because they didn't cover, but he didn't pick the
Yeah.
Then he wanted to go balls in. He took Pittsburgh, and that was wrong. And then last week he took Denver.
Yeah, we talked him out of the one pick.
And Denver over the Jets. And our buddy
Pat decided
Yep.
that the Jets could
cover
cover
10.
10 points.
I was woefully
And they got
inaccurate.
shut out and lost by 20 or
Yeah,
something.
so I will do the 2 shots when Joe comes back next week. I don't want Joe to miss it.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's fair. Well, we're not going to force it on you, Pat. We might also have to wait because we can't have you too drunk next weekend because that's the last weekend before the taxes are due. So we're going to have to push it a couple.
Maybe we'll do 4 shots and I just won't show up on a Sunday.
Yeah, we can't really have you. You're already not there on a Sunday with all the fantasy going on. We could kind of use you now.
He's got an iPad, 4 computers.
He's got 7 screens set up.
Oh,
I got 2 separate earbuds from 2 separate phones.
Yeah.
Give me updates of what's going on. So it's important.
Pat, have you? Well, so I know we were joking about your palate, but did you give us a review on that? What
No,
did
I
you
did
think?
not.
What did you think, bud?
Tastes like beer. As he swashes it around, smells it.
It's got a light, crisp feel to it. It's pretty much the Leinenkugel.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I felt too. Like immediately, my head went to this is the Leinenkugel.
Why do they do 15 cans?
You know what? That was. You know how much? What Ed Jewel right now?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
There was $11 for this, and you could have gotten heck for sure Oktoberfest for
$15.99.
$15.99.
Guess how much
$12.
this actually is without?
$12.
Guess how much is without the discount though?
Whoa.
So we got a box of the Oktoberfest for Goose Island for $10.99. Original price was $19.
I was gonna say 22.
Yeah, $19.99. So I like an $8 discount on that. That's kind of crazy to me. I wonder if they're trying to get rid of them.
It's crap.
It's not my
I
favorite.
like it. I
It's
don't
alright.
have an
It's
issue.
not bad.
I like a little bit of a sweeter Oktoberfest personally, but Pat, have you given any thought? Yesterday, the Sopranos prequel movie came out. Have you given any thought to watching it or finishing?
I
Sopranos
think I
first,
need to
or-
watch the Sopranos. Finish the Sopranos
Yeah.
first. Maybe I'll do it over the winter here as we're getting into.
Lauren and I we're through season 4, so we're not going to watch until afterwards because there is in the beginning there's a kind of a spoiler.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't.
to the actual show, so you don't want to watch it if you hadn't.
Yeah, I've watched like the first 2 or 3 seasons. I'll probably just go back and start
Dude, the
from beginning.
trailers look phenomenal. I hope it's as good as, but I've heard some. It's good. Israel doesn't really do much like that. Isn't that great?
Is it an HBO original?
I think it is.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
I know it's definitely on the Max thing for 30 days, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Only 30 days.
I'm not sure if it's 30 days or if it's one of those or not. I don't.
No idea.
Don't
What
know.
about you, Chris? You ever
I've
watched
never
The
seen
Sopranos?
The Sopranos.
Ever?
I saw the ending thing where everybody lost their minds about
So now you can
going to
start-
black screen,
Yeah,
but,
I've seen that before too, but
but I have not seen. No, I've never seen an episode of
it's
it.
an ambiguous ending, Chris. It can be whatever you want it to be.
That's true, but if you actually listen to one of the during the episodes, they talk about what they think about that's going to be, and they talk about how it's going to be a black screen, like just a black screen. So that they kind of
Yeah, so I've never seen it, so I probably won't watch it.
I think the people get most off as Lost, where I didn't watch Lost, but how it's basically like it was like all a dream or
Yeah, I
all
watched it.
territory. So like
Yeah.
everybody was like furious. I basically watched this like 6 years, and I was like, no reason to watch it.
well, that's. I mean, isn't that kind of every show?
Sure.
You know, I'm trying to think what shows have ended well. Probably the best show that's ever ended at the right time was Breaking Bad.
I didn't finish Breaking Bad.
Oh, dude, come on.
I watched the show Justified. I thought that one ended pretty well.
Okay, I never watched that. I don't even know what that is.
They haven't watched either one. Of
He's
those episodes.
it's like
Or
the guy.
TV
It's the guy.
shows.
It's the guy that was in Dead with the Sheriff. He's like
Okay.
a modern day U.S. Marshal in like Kentucky. It's kind of interesting. It's good arc. Finishes off the series.
That's nice.
Recommended.
Recommended.
It's an S&P recommendation.
I don't know about that, Chris. What do you think? Do you give recommendations? in
No.
S&P?
We
don't
just
do
did.
that.
We just
Yeah,
did.
we don't do
It
that.
just
No.
happened.
That's
just
not
did
an
it.
S&P recommendation. That's an unofficial Pat L recommendation.
Oh, do we want to talk about the UFC fights? So, we're off here a little bit. We got to talk about it last week, guys. Come on.
You're the one that's jumping all over the place.
I am. I'm excited.
mean,
It's nice to be able to
Pat-
talk
Pat
without
grabs a
Joe
beer.
cutting me off every 2 seconds.
Pat grabs a beer and you're all flustered now.
He did. He just jumped early on the beer.
I'm thirsty.
So if this is your first time listening, traditionally we like to talk about our week, our previous week. I know you guys have probably have not done a lot this week. So, but the UFC fights were phenomenal. The Nick Diaz, he looked like he hadn't been on the treadmill in about 6 years, but he threw a pretty good fight. And then the last fight, the
Ortega,
was a phenomenal. I mean,
yeah,
that third round was unbelievable.
We almost got choked out with the guillotine and managed to get out of it somehow.
I still can't believe one of those judges scored it.
50-48, yeah.
50-44.
Yeah, 50-44, sorry, yeah.
And then the Polish lady just...
I think she's Russian, isn't she?
No, she's Polish.
No, she's
formerly Russian, whatever the country is.
Yeah, she's like from like Kazakhstan or something like that. One of those weird stand countries out there.
Very nice.
She's just...
Yeah, I mean, the only problem with... I think the problem with her with Nunes is she's just too small for Nunes.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? I saw an article where she says that Nunes won't take a third fight with her because she knew she lost the other... Like, I guess, like, one of them went... I think the second one went to decision.
They both went to decision.
I've never seen either one, but I hear the second one was a lot more controversial. Like, it could have gone either way. It wasn't like, Nunes dominated this fight or had it in the bag. Like,
it might be hard for Nunes to go down to that. I mean, she has to go up to Nunes' like weight because I don't think Nunes is coming down to that.
No, I think that. But I think both fights have happened.
She hasn't fought in a while, right?
I think she's fighting at the end of the
year. No, right? We were talking about this. She was supposed to fight at like UFC 264 or something, and then she pulled out saying she had COVID, and the girl that is fighting her is just ripping her online and in the media because she's been posting like pictures of like eating cake and pizza, and that's not what you do during training camp. So she thinks she wasn't going to make weight.
Well, it's a bold choice to call it Nunes because when she does get her shit together, she's probably going to knock that fourth lady out.
Yes. No, I was thinking the same thing. It's but I think you're on the top of the throne for so long, you kind of get too comfortable.
But she's also on 2 weight classes. I mean, shit.
But I mean the women division too.
She owns 2 weight classes, but the 1 weight class is pretty much non-existent.
I mean, she knocked out Cyborg though, and that was basically.
But I mean, that's the whole entire
division.
That's the whole entire division right there.
But you got to also think like the women's division. I think is still up and coming. Like you're still getting.
I think the heavier weights, like that whatever that measure weight class that it was called, but the upper one is definitely not a lot of great fighters in there. The one with Rose is pretty good, pretty competitive.
Yeah, like the one I think the
other one that Nunes is the champion.
Valentina Shevchenko,
she's cleaned that division out.
Yeah, she's cleaned out that division, but that division isn't bad outside. But she's just a dominant champion.
Yeah.
But like 125 and under, really good. I think Nunes is like 135 and 145.
That's a competitive one too.
At 135, it is kind of competitive outside of her. Like she's another dominant one, but like 145 is non-existent.
Yeah, I love that they put that older chick up against the whatever her name is, and they were all thinking like, oh, she could potentially maybe do, and she had
no chance.
Zero. Like you got to put all the money on her.
Yeah. She had no chance. In the first 30 seconds of the fight, like this girl has no chance.
The guy who won the championship, he was at the Raiders game. Doing what do they call it? When they pour the beer in the shoe?
Footy or something like that.
No.
Shoey.
The
shoey. Shoey. You know what they do? They pour the beer in the shoe. They spit in it.
Guess it's not dirty enough.
Why would you spit? I think everybody has to spit in it.
Nope.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh yeah, this just sounds.
I don't want to drink somebody's spit. Like I'm fine with a shoe and a beer. Like I can.
I don't want to drink anybody's spit.
I can handle
it. Is it a new shoe? Because I mean, if you've been wearing a shoe for a couple of years, that's some dirt in there. That's some stank. That's some stank that ain't coming out.
Dave, what is it? I don't know if you guys ever saw the History Channel show with like the strongmen on it, like Brian Shaw. The first episode, Robert Oberst and Eddie Hall they have a bet like Oberst gets 5 pictures to post on Instagram, Eddie Hall gets 1. If Oberst's 5 pictures get more likes than Eddie Hall's 1 picture, they have to drink water or beer out of a shoe. I'm not sure what they chose on that. But ends up Robert Oberst losing to Eddie Hall because Eddie Hall has more followers, so that's why they gave him 5 pictures. So at the end, you see him fill up Eddie Hall's shoe. He drinks, and like he's like pretty much like on the ground, like ready to throw up because of how disgusting it tastes.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
I mean,
is it like a workout shoe where like weightlifts in? I'm sure that's just.
I don't know what.
Think about that one guy who in the UFC who takes just random fucking.
Well, the one that like hot sauce, right, or something.
I just swore.
No, it was Volkanovski.
Yes. So I was scared that I was gonna take a shot. If you're a first time listener, if you swear in the first 15 minutes on the Saturday Night Pregame podcast, you need to take a shot.
When we started talking about the Jets, I had to watch and see what we were because I was say, "Fuck the Jets, fucking incompetent offense." But I couldn't do that.
Who are they playing this week? I want to go all in on them, but they're playing somebody that's not.
They're playing Tennessee.
Yeah,
and I think they have no receivers.
Tennessee has no receivers.
Yeah, but Tennessee's going to gain the ball to Derrick Henry.
I can play quarterback for Tennessee no matter what their offense is going to be.
Yeah.
Turn to the right, turn to the left.
How about the Chicago Bears? Do you think it was a ploy that they talked about moving to Arlington Heights this week when after the game that they had on Sunday where their quarterback legitimately had maybe less than 0.5
yeah, one passing
second
yards.
I don't think that those were. I don't think they
one
were.
net passing.
You don't think
yards.
that's?
I think it's just coincidence. I don't think that's anything.
You know, sometimes they do that. They leak stuff to the media to
yeah,
kind of
try to get.
You know, like when the Blackhawks were going through that sex scandal, that they asked Taves to come back.
They're still going through the second.
Yeah, well, but it's not in the newspapers now that
they literally thought that they brought Taves.
Yeah.
Had Taves come back.
He's going to come back at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Could be, that's
or
possible. I don't think that. I mean,
so change the top. So and what I'm saying is they changed
the direct narrative.
Yeah.
I think that because they played so ineptly, like how much can you really beat that to death? Like, yeah, it was.
Oh, they wanted to.
I mean,
Mondays. If you look at local list,
it doesn't matter what happens. Like they beat whatever happens in the game to death, and win or lose, they over. You know,
you're right.
When you have 9 hours of talk radio.
My favorite thing is all the. I thought so too. Like I literally thought. But all the conspiracy theories of people being like, there's no way that offense could have been that bad. He literally went out there and threw fucking Justin Fields under the bus so that he could have his...
Yeah,
I think Matt...
Yes. You know what? I didn't think about that because he doesn't want Justin Fields yet.
Yeah.
I think he's just such a bad coach. I really do. I think he's stubborn as hell. I think he does not adjust at all during the games. Like, he's going to run his stupid plays. Regardless of what's happened, you can see that because you think with that line, like,
did you see
there was no running back? Did
you see the one clip like Dan Orlovsky? He literally went off. Like he said that this guy sabotaged Justin Fields.
It's possible
because I think it was like 65%. He dropped back 20 times a pass. 65% of the time.
No, dropped 30 times. 20 of them had no protection. Had 5.
Fine. They only ran 5 protection, and then like
that's such bullshit.
And then the other
wow
9 or something. The other 9 or something, they left a tight end or running back in the chip.
I don't think they had the running back, the tight end chip all game.
Yeah, I think
that's what I heard. Like what's his face?
Miles Garrett's like they didn't chip me. I don't know why.
He's like I've never not been chipped the whole game.
I mean, you got 38-year-old Jason Peters, who might be a Hall of Famer, but he's 38 years old. When it's Miles Garrett, who's one of the best defensive ends in the league.
Yeah, I remember when me and Chris we used to play flag football, and we were playing, and this one guy was able to get on there, Chris. How we stopped that was I came in to chip him into Chris.
If you watch 3 offensive series in there, anybody who has half a brain can realize, like, hey, maybe this protection's not really going so well. Maybe we should max protect a little more. And
you think, like, why did they ask him? He's such a space cadet.
Or throw some goddamn screens.
Did you guys see the clip where they got Nick Foles on camera? Where
where he's like his
offense ain't working. His offense ain't fucking working.
Well, he hates Matt Nagy's. He hates it.
But I mean, like, it's he hates. On point with it. It was not working.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you think with that kind of pass rush, maybe throw a screen, a wide receiver screen, a tight end screen, a goddamn running back screen, any kind of thing that gets the ball. Like
what kills me is the run plays. They do the
shotgun run.
Yeah, well, but then they send a receiver this way, they send the running back this way, and then it's just always 5 yards in the back.
Montgomery is such a good downhill runner. Get him the ball on one cut and let him go.
Yep. No, it's I didn't. That's very interesting to me that. They think that he sabotaged so they could keep Dalton.
How can he have that kind of job security with this shit? With the shit he's been doing the last 4 years or 3 years, how many years it's been?
Oh, it's over. Yeah.
I mean,
But so let's move it to what are your guys' thoughts on? I'm very opinionated on this, but the Bears buying the Bears in Chicago, they're looking to move the Chicago Bears to a suburb for a new field. What do you guys think?
I am 100% okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them getting a nice dome. I'm okay with them. Chicago
they're not going to get a dome. They've already said that.
Well, that's stupid.
Oh, have they? I thought
they're not going to. They'll do it where the fans are covered, but it won't be climate controlled. It won't be any of that.
Well, that's stupid.
Oh, wow.
Why would you not do that? Because you can host.
I would think you at least do a retractable.
Because you can host Super Bowls, you can host concerts, you can do all kind of crap.
They're already talking because it's $2 billion already right now. They're talking. They've already bought the land for $2 billion or 1.7, I think. I think it's around there. They have to get out of the Chicago lease. It's another $84 million. So they're already pretty much close to $2 billion.
So why don't you just wait for the lease to run out? Build the stadium and start building a stadium in 5 years from now, and then you will be out by 2030 when the lease ends.
Yeah, this is what the guy was talking about. It's like, so they're not going to put, and so then you don't want to be $4 billion.
Well, then if you're what's the point of if you're going to build? What's the point if you're building a stadium? It's going to be a shit stadium. You should be building the stadium.
You already got a shit stadium.
Yeah, we already got a shit stadium.
Well, because they don't have the money, and you're not going to get
sell the team. Someone has the money.
They're not going to get the stadium. They're not going to get the.
They're not going to get the
government finance.
Finance.
Well, Arlington Heights wants them that bad. They should give them something.
Yeah, but it's Arlington.
This is a city. Yeah. You're talking the city of Arlington Heights. Yeah. They probably don't have enough to give.
Yeah. I mean,
could you imagine?
I mean, to me, if you're going to build it, you have to put it down.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine going to your Arlington Heights. What's the population there? You think maybe 150?
Not even. I'd be shocked if it's more than like 50
but 60. I mean, imagine, just say rough. Look, you can look it up, but imagine 150,000. Yeah. You're gonna go to your 150,000 people that live there and be like, "Hey, guess what? We got the Bears coming. We're gonna up your fucking taxes a shit ton, so we can give them a bunch of government money."
$75K.
Yeah.
Okay,
there's no way. Yeah, you're right. There's no way they're getting government money.
Also, I think the Bears have never done anything right. Like they're gonna f up the stadium. I just don't. I look at like when we were in New Orleans and we went to the
Superdome.
I thought that was a garbage stadium. I love the people there.
That's also 30 years old.
It's true. But then you look at like Lucas Stadium. I just don't like the look of the dome. I get that. So, Chris, what do you think about? What are your thoughts?
I don't really give a shit either way.
I don't think you need like LA's or Cowboys, but like Minnesota's got a really nice dome stadium.
Yeah.
Except birds run into the glass, like all of them.
But I didn't really have an issue with New Orleans Stadium. I didn't think it was that bad, but
that's an old school style.
I mean, I didn't really have an issue with it. I thought it was nice. I like the fact that you're in the French Quarter, which is pretty much where you want to be in New Orleans, and you're like a 4-minute walk to the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a dome, you can get a Super Bowl, you can get a Final Four, you can get concerts, you can get all kind of crap. That's like
I agree with you on the dome. I think what they should do is at least have a retractable roof.
I mean, if you're not getting a dome, like there's no point in building a stupid stadium.
Yeah,
I think retractable roof. I don't want to.
You should stay at Soldier Field and hope that
I don't really want a dome. I want a retractable roof.
That's what I want. I'm more fine with that.
And then you can do like Arizona, where they roll the grass out into the desert and you water it.
You hear all these nonsense about like Bear football weather. Like, come on, if the team's good, they'll win in any condition. Like, who cares?
No, true.
So I 100% understand why they want to move. The stadium's too small. It's difficult to get in and get out of there.
It's horrible. There's no tailgating either now. They tailgate way far away.
Yeah.
It's
not the tailgating. You're right. You can't tailgate there, but I'm so homer for Chicago that it just makes. I get that this means nothing to the Bears, but the aerial views of it, being downtown, being on the lake, that's such a historic. Like when you watch that game, I like the look of that better than I like the look of watching a indoor in the dome. It like when I watch like a Colts game, I feel like I'm watching like an arena football game. Like just
it's like trying to say the Sears Center, whatever the hell it's called now, is in Chicago.
I would have been more pissed if the Cubs moved out of Wrigley. That would have been like a deal breaker for me.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a deal breaker for me for the Bears. If the NFL wants to bring in a second city and the city's in Chicago, I will jump.
I'd be shocked if that happens.
They're very high on the fact that if they do move.
A guy did talk about this on the sports radio that there's 1% chance that could happen, like less than 1%.
Well, they're looking
unless they expand, the NFL expands because you have to buy out. Like so let's say Jacksonville, you'd have to buy Jacksonville, have that group move to Chicago.
Well, I think the Con guy would be happy to move his team somewhere else.
Yeah. Jacksonville with the fact that they can't get any fans in there, and then they get their games blacked out all the time.
They got Trevor Lawrence. Like the stadium would be. Another city would be happy to have.
But so Chicago, like what they were saying though, is the NFL would love to have a second team in Chicago, and especially if that team moved and they could use Soldier Field and then figure out how to build a stadium downtown. They would love that because we have the market for two teams.
Sure.
I would love that because that would
competitive. Yeah.
I would love that because it would be such a kick in the face to the Bears.
I would love the Bears to be sold and then build a new stadium in Arlington Heights. that new ownership.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
I've heard that could
I've heard real the Bears are possibly getting sold.
I could hear that
because after McCaskey dies, like the old lady, like that's it's not great.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I heard that where like she's old and the NFL is trying like to force her to sell because she has like 16 grandkids or something, and like none of them really want anything to do with it. They just want the money.
Yeah,
they want the money that the team's worth, and like they don't want to deal. Like they don't want her passing away and then having 16 people own one goddamn team.
But yeah, I mean, it would have bothered me more if the Cubs got a Wrigley. When the Cubs were doing that, when the Cubs before they did their model there, that would have bothered me more than the Bears movie.
I don't know. I love this in Chicago. I hate that we lose the revenue for it. I'm such a homer for Chicago. It kills me that like I wish we could do something, but the city of Chicago is effed up. The Bears have talked to them about doing things, and they just are not responding.
I mean, I think either way, like that area like is not gonna. You can't really build a bigger stadium in that area where the stadium's at right now.
Yeah,
you'd have to move away south. Tear down the Field Museum, yeah. That thing's older than Soldier Field. That thing's got more landmark status than anything.
Yeah, probably does. You're right.
With
all those Greek columns.
And that is a pretty building compared to the spaceship shit next to it.
It's true.
You can tear down the McCormick Center.
Yeah, I mean,
you can move sideways a little bit. Yeah. I mean, there's parking lots in there. You could build there and then just whatever. It is what it is. But so I've been in Chicago where we're from.
That's grind your gear for the week.
It really kind of. And especially all those people who are like immediately went from like I want to kill Nagy to like let's move there, let's get this cool stadium, and it's like you guys are idiots.
No, I still want Nagy and
he's coming to Arlington Heights, baby.
I don't care. I mean, if Nagy's the coach, he's got to get rid of this bum. He's such a bum.
He's absolutely.
I was so hopeful when he got hired, and he's just been a bum.
Oh, he's awful. He's Marks. His offense, he does not allow for change.
Yeah, you can see that in the game. Like he doesn't. No adjustments whatsoever.
Boys, so we jump into our third thing for the podcast, or second thing for the podcast. Me and Chris we're at the old Jewel on our way here, and this is the last bag.
It's just somebody like a Kroger in a lot of parts of the country.
Yes, and so we got the Lay's regulars that are supposed to taste like Cool Ranch. So let's see if they taste like Cool Ranch, Chris.
They're not Ruffles, man. I wish they were the Ruffle ones.
Oh no, Chris is gonna know exactly what this tastes like. They didn't do anything different.
This tastes like a sour cream onion chip.
Yes!
What the fuck is this shit?
It's literally...
a sour cream and onion chip.
Yeah! They didn't do anything
There's
different.
no Cool Ranch in this flavor whatsoever.
When we get off the podcast, we gotta get on Twitter. We gotta get on Twitter and find this.
Do you do a blind taste test between this and the sour cream onion bag? I couldn't tell the difference.
Absolutely not. Legitimately not at all.
Maybe the smell is a little... I mean, it tastes the same.
Wow.
Not terrible, but it just tastes like sour cream.
Lay's.
Pat, congratulations. You just got yourself a bag of sour cream Lay's.
Nice.
That's my least favorite Lay's, too.
Oh, yes. You don't like sour cream?
I do not like sour cream.
I love a little bit of the sour cream.
But you like the sour cream and cheddar Ruffles?
I do. Because the cheddar is more pronounced. This is not Cool Ranch, by the way.
No, that tastes like sour cream onion.
What's the... what time we had, Pat?
33 minutes.
Ooh, baby. We're flying today. So I got a few things. I know Katrina was nice enough to buy us a bottle of whiskey.
Do you want to do that now, or do you want to do that later?
What do you think, Chris? You want whiskey, or do you want me to jump into some topics I got here? With our buddy out, this is teaching Chris the
news because Chris doesn't pay attention to the news.
Yeah, Chris is not in the news at all. Do we want to talk about the 97 shootings that we've
No, let's not get dark again.
Jesus.
I think there have been 3 more since this podcast started.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, man. I watched this police interrogation this week, and it was just so sad. Like, the kids that they were talking to.
What?
The kids that they were talking to went and shot, like, a rival gang member. But, like, the kid that they were talking to, he did not have the mental capacity to talk to the police. And this dude, his whole thing was stealing cars. It was like, he's 18 years old and spending the rest of his life in jail. And he was known for stealing cars. I'm like, at 18 years old, how does that happen?
Well, I mean, there's people that got shot in your head all the time. It's crazy.
You know what's crazy? You know who turned him in?
His grandmother.
His mother.
Okay.
Mother was like, yeah, my son has something to do with this. You guys got to integrate.
It's gotta be a tough thing for a mom to do, right?
Oh. It's gotta. I mean, but can you imagine living in that area? Like, how hard is that gonna be?
For sure.
Yeah. But we won't go dark. Joe's not here. We can't go dark without Joe. Yeah. So Katrina was nice enough to buy us it's called Two Bar. It is a straight bourbon whiskey finished in amaretto barrels.
You want to give the story, Katrina?
Come on, Katrina.
Speak up. Get loud. You gotta get angry about it. Go for it.
So, this bottle comes out of Seattle, Washington. And the guy who makes it, was out there, is like, okay, I want to do whiskeys, whatever. And there's, other people out there, and they're, really into amarettos. And he's like, what do you guys do with your barrels? And they're like, I don't know. And he's like, let me take them, or buy them, or whatever. And so he puts the whiskey that he makes in these amaretto barrels. And it kind of gives it this, really unique color. It's kind of reddish, as you can see. I don't know what it tastes
Lord,
like.
you can smell it from here.
It's only 90 proof. It's not as strong as some of the other ones.
He only ships out so many bottles. So the guy at this place, this market in Lake Geneva, was like, it was Friday, he got a case of 25. And that's all he gets for the year. And when I went on Saturday morning, he was like, I have 5 bottles left. And I was like, well, now you have 4.
Nice. So if you missed that, this guy is from Seattle, Washington. He, what do they call that, Chris? When they put it in the barrels, they
finishing it.
Yeah, or when it sits in the barrels, is that what process is that, or isn't that the aging? When he ages it. I'm sorry, he ages it in the
at least 3 years. It says
he ages it 3 years in an amaretto barrel, and that's what kind of gives it its flavor and smell to it.
Probably that strong scent as well.
Oh yeah. It's, ladies and gentlemen, I wish this is Smellogram, because the smell on this one is insane. All right, Katrina, Pat, give it a little taste.
Smells like bourbon to me.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like amaretto. It's more the color that.
Okay, so that's the reason for the barrel, is the color.
It's actually not as strong as you'd think it'd be. At least I didn't think it was.
It's pretty smooth.
Peter's look in his face is always good.
Oh, God. That is so hot.
I don't think it's that hot.
Ah!
There's definitely been worse ones.
Oh, my chest is on fire.
Peter likes the sweeter ones.
Yeah, I definitely like the sweeter ones.
I
Chris,
think it's
you gonna
already
get in this, or
tasty.
what do you think? Oh, God, is that hot?
That's definitely got a nice,
does warm
rather
your throat
oaky taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, there isn't much in alcohol that you can make me mad about, except for that banana flavored whiskey that we got.
That was a great.
Let us know. What does the palate tell you, Chris? What do you think of this one?
Oof, I need some Mountain Dew.
Did you save the paper that I gave you with this?
Yeah, it's in my office.
What's the paper?
It's
How to make an old fashioned recipe, really.
it has
Ooh.
this, but specific to use with this type of bourbon, and I think it was
I can see that.
We can do that with Joseph later on.
the gentleman in Lake Geneva. It's his recipe. The man who sold it to
Did
me.
he handwritten it for you guys?
No, it's
Well,
on
it
a
was
piece of paper.
typed up.
It's on parchment paper. Does it lead you to, what is that? What's that Nicolas Cage
This is
movie?
so nice of you.
National treasure.
National Treasure. It leads you to the Ark of the Covenant.
That's Indiana Jones.
Boys, my chest hurts.
Whatever.
My chest.
This is a real man's drink.
Yeah, my there's a lot more hair on my chest for some reason.
I like it though. I think it's good. I don't mind it.
This is on the verge of being almost like Scotch.
Yeah.
Not
And
as,
I'm not a
not as
Scotch guy.
peaty. Not as peaty as a Scotch.
Scotch.
It's not smoky. Really.
It's definitely smoky.
Well, I mean, that's not as smoky as a Scotch though.
No, it's not as peaty as a
Oh,
fucking.
God bless America. That's not my jam. That's not my jam.
That's not my jam.
I don't.
That's not my jam.
I just don't. I don't like it when it tastes.
I don't like it when it tastes too hot.
When it's like you're eating a piece of charcoal. Like, get out of my face. And now my chest is on fire.
This guy is on fire.
This ain't my jam. Brother.
Could we fire?
I'm like, where's the Mountain Dew at tonight?
We can get some monster.
I can see this being. Yeah, this is not one that you kind of sip on. This is
No,
one you mix.
you throw it back.
I think it'd be good with an old fashioned. We'll try with the old fashioned down the road. Stay tuned for future episodes, ladies and gentlemen.
I need a sour
You
cream
want to
onion
go to ship?
to
Cut it down all.
to cut it down. There's a few things I got some kind of cool stories for tonight. I forgot Joe was going to be here, so but I did bring them for you, Chris. And we got to do...
Terrific.
We got to do a lock of the week. Chris, you got any good Tig Ol Bitties? Titties. Sorry.
I got some good titties.
Give Peter one sip of whiskey and then
I'm
out
out.
the rails.
And I'm out. And Chris is going to beat me in the 5K tomorrow. Jesus.
Peter's like, I don't know what happened. It was like, I just couldn't do it.
Listen, I've had 2 beers and some whiskey. I'm screwed for tomorrow. Lauren Davis is going to beat me.
It's going to beat us all.
Just got to hydrate, Christopher.
Hydrate.
Good call. Good
Okay. So, I got a few good ones here, actually. This is a funny one. So we'll start with funny. This has been a good podcast. It's been a little funny. A Turkish man reported missing joins the search party that was looking for him.
I've never seen this guy before. Where is he at?
Yeah. So I'm like, how in the hell can this even be possible? So
it kind of looks like me. I don't know what the hell we're doing, but
so
did he like abandon his family?
No, him and a buddy got drunk in the forest randomly. I don't know. That seems weird to me. But him and a buddy got drunk in a forest. He ended up sleeping in a forest house.
Was like are there a lot of forest houses in Turkey?
I don't know.
This brings a lot of questions that I have.
Yeah,
Right? Sorry.
Again, Patrick, refrain from asking any questions. Okay. His buddy told his wife that he wandered away from us when he was drunk.
And she's immediately like, yeah, he's dead.
And he immediately gets nervous and calls. And so then he wakes up in the forest and he sees a search party. And they're like, yeah, we're searching for a dude.
Do they not have a 48-hour wait period in Turkey? Come on now.
And so he's like, oh, I'll help. Like, there's a missing guy, I'll help. So he starts joining the group. And
you look kind of like this guy.
They start screaming that dude's name out. He's like, and he said he started sweating cold. Like, he was like, oh, crap. And he's like, guys, that person is me. And they're like, nah, like this, nah. And so he was in so he had to continue the search for 30 more minutes until his buddy's like, hey, where you been?
Found him.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Yes. Like, what are we doing, Turkey? Like, this is
Can you
not
imagine,
good.
like, in the search line, answer
The
like,
best part is like, no, guys, you guys are looking for me. I'm the guy you're looking for. Nah, no, you're not.
They're doing the line search where it's like, you see like 2 feet apart from the next person.
Yeah.
You're walking out of a field. He's like, this is stupid. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's me. I found him.
30 minutes later, his buddy's like, oh, hey, we got him. Oh, great, we found him.
I told you 30 minutes ago.
I'm hungover as shit in the woods. Do you understand? I want to go home. I thought it was hilarious. Okay, this is actually another good one.
What a waste of resources.
Well, you want to talk about waste of resources? And a Danish artist makes off with a pile of cash. This art museum sent him $84,000.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
For 2 pieces of art. You know what he did?
Didn't send the.
Oh, please tell me gave him a flaming bag of poo.
No, he sent back the canvases blank, and he wrote wrote title of the art. Take the money and run.
Kind of like his, I like that.
That's some good moxie right there.
Solid. Got some balls.
Okay, so the best part is the museum put him up there. They put up the 2.
Where's 2 pieces of art for sale?
No. They're just like in
The
the
original
museum.
ones that they wanted, were they for sale?
No, he had to make 2. They paid him.
Oh, they paid him to make 2, and he didn't. He just put like take the money and run.
Now those 2 paintings are worth $84,000.
The best part is...
Can we call the museum director up to see if he wants to see my work?
Yeah. The best part is, who does not do... Why do people not...
Why do you pay $84,000 before you get the work done?
Why would you pay for... I thought art museums are getting art that's actually like already existed, that's like has a value or famous or following or something, right?
Bro, why is nobody fucking looking into this?
It's like a retainer. Like you give a retainer maybe, but that's it. You give part of it. You don't give all of it.
Good for the not good for this guy because no one should be scamming
I think
people.
it's a little funny.
Yeah, I was just like, but how do you not like? How is nobody looking into his art? Unless he is actually an artist and he was like, forget it, I don't want to do this.
It was work. He's like, nah, you gave me $84,000, you're fucked.
Do you want to hear I got my last one is you want to hear a very stupid, very dumb move by a guy. And sometimes I think about how
something you did this week?
No, it's
Probably something Pat did.
there's a lot of stupidity in the world, and this one, like this, really, it really
grinds Peter's gears.
No, it boggles my mind how some people can do things like this. Like Pat was saying, like, you know, like when we looked at that clip for people in North Carolina about the vaccines. Listen, your stance on vaccines, whatever, but if you should at least have some type of like backup.
Not regurgitating the things you heard from
on Fox News. And not that Fox News is wrong or whatever, but I'm saying like you have to go and look up your own. You have to do your own research. And if you're just gonna spew, and then somebody's gonna come in there and spank you like the baby you are.
Just remember that Satanists stand 6 feet apart. So
yeah,
remember that, guys.
Yes.
That's why I'm sitting in Pat Lynch's lap right now.
There's a guy in Germany who shut down an airport.
A whole entire airport.
Shut down the entire airport because this clown was backpacking in Switzerland and found a mortar, a live mortar, and picked it up and put it in his backpack.
Like from a war.
He didn't. Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, I think it was probably from a war. He didn't know it was live, but he put the mortar in his backpack.
And that's what I would do if I found a mortar. I'd throw it in my backpack.
Goes through Germany's airport, and they're like, "Oh fuck."
Wait, did they get through the security?
No, he was in security.
Okay.
But
I'm like, if you can get a mortar through security, like, there's some real problems here.
Yeah.
I'm not flying anywhere anytime soon.
Gets into security, and they're like, shut the whole place down. Whole place. He's like, what's wrong, guys?
Is it a major airport? Or like a small airport?
I probably should know that, but I don't. Again, Patrick, refrain from asking any questions on these stories.
Okay. Sorry. My inquisitive nature is not
well. It's not gonna work well with me. So they shut down the entire airport. Find out like it was an accident. They defuse it. No big deal. Well, not a big deal, or it was a big deal because that
sent his ass to jail for life.
Yeah, they sent him. No, he's not gonna go to jail hopefully, but he's gonna owe a ton of money. He's got to pay for all that.
I think I'd rather go to jail.
Yeah, I mean it was insane, but think about the stupidity that it would take. Would you guys ever? Like it's legitimately.
If I came across a mortar, I don't think I would pick it up.
I don't think so either.
No,
I don't even know if I know what a mortar would look like, but no.
That's the thing that you put in the tube, right? Like,
yeah, yep. And that one just it was a dud, so it hit the ground and didn't explode in Switzerland. And like
I can kind of understand like you find something cool, you pick it up, you're like maybe I'll get this. I'll take it. No, I mean like you pick it up, you're like. Oh, cool! It's probably a dud. It doesn't work. It's probably just left over. Grab it. I'll take it to an antique place and get it, or like a army surplus store. Give it to get some money for it and be done with it. But like, I'm not taking it to the airport.
I can see this dumbass in the line. It's a dud. This doesn't even work.
Yeah, I'm not taking it to the airport though. Like, I'm literally stopping in like the town that I'm going to before I go to the airport. You got an army surplus store here or an antique store?
Yeah.
Here's a fucking mortar that.
Or give it to like a museum or something. Like, why would you try to travel with it?
No,
exactly.
Like, I wouldn't be trying
absolutely no sense. Kind of to piggyback off this World War II story, I saw this. They were showing this clip of like a place where people go scuba diving a lot, and it was on the tip of Africa. Scuba diving. Well, on the tip of Africa, it was a sunken ship that had. British military like vehicles that they were sending up to Africa in the fight, with Germany, and it was a preserved. Like you could just go down there and you could see all these tanks and jeeps, and it was insane. But this ship went all the way around the tip of the Horn of Africa because it was the Germans and their
U-boats,
so they had to go all the way around, but then they got hit by a plane and sunk perfectly. You could see everything was just laid like insanely, and it's all well preserved. Like you could probably take them out, get the barnacles off, and they would look like brand new ships.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like when the longer those things stay, like the Titanic is like deteriorating actually.
Oh, it's on its way out. Yeah,
like it's actually.
It won't be there for much longer. Yeah,
crazy.
They've tried to bring it up a couple times, but every time.
No way you can get it up.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah,
it'll just like disintegrate if you take it up.
Do you know with the Titanic there were multiple reports like that guy. They didn't have to happen that way.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was not a lot of human error there.
Yeah, no, like the insane amount of human error. Like it wasn't the ship. Like they didn't shut the water valves quick enough. They could have, like the guy said, hey,
they knew there were icebergs. They didn't move quick enough.
Yes, exactly. So it was an insane amount of human error that caused that.
I always think of Rick and Morty though when I think of the Titanic now.
Oh yes, with the
when he goes on their vacation with the
and the lady.
This thing is never not sunk. It didn't sink.
Yes. I do. Rick and Morty is so good. I'm watching season 4 right now, And the last episode I saw was the one where Rick fucks a planet. That's a phenomenal episode.
That's a good one.
Season 4 has been my favorite episode, or my favorite season so far.
I think I like the second one. Second or third, I forget which one.
I'm a big fan of the first season.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I love the first season with him and the devil, the Plutonians.
Yeah. Is that the one with the chicken sauce too, or no?
No, that's
second season. Yeah.
The first.
No, I think that's the third season where he does. Yeah, because they break him out of jail in the third season.
Right,
he goes to jail at the end of the second.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of the first one with the devil, the Plutonians. Oh, we gotta power our golden showers. Wait, what?
Wait, but is that also with the Mises?
Mr. Mises,
oh,
yeah.
That's a great episode.
The first episode. Of
that's the one where they get where Rick gets abducted with Jerry, and they do the simulations, and they try to get Rick's secret.
We're having the best day.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that is a good one.
Just run on minimal power and hope he doesn't notice.
Yeah, like the Scary Terry's in that. Like that's a weird one because that's in 2 episodes in one. You got Rick and Morty incepting his teacher, and they get Scary Terry.
Incepting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
but that's
second
Inception,
half,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
And then you get the second half of the one where the dogs are taking over the freaking world.
Oh yeah.
It's that one's kind of weird.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but it's good.
I think the first episode of the 5th season is really good too with the way Rick.
No spoilers.
Rick has
No
arch
spoilers.
rival. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, the arch rival one. That one's
that's
not bad.
too.
Damn it, I know there was something else I wanted to talk to Joe about.
Have you seen the one with the snakes?
Oh yeah, that's a phenomenal episode too.
That's a good
Yeah,
one, too.
That's a really good one.
Oh, you guys think it's special because you figured out time travel, huh?
No, the best is, I wonder how I get that black eye. Oh, you'll find out. Damn it, I knew there was something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. Now I can't think of. I had a bunch of good notes for Joe, but I guess we're gonna have to wait. Hopefully, Joe survives the next week. Has anybody heard from Joe besides that he's still body cramping?
Nope. That's it.
I feel like they'll make a miraculous comeback tomorrow about 12 o'clock after the race.
Pat, do we have a what are we gonna give Pat's lock of the week? Are we calling the pencil neck pushing?
The SNP Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the Week. Either that or else it's gotta be the Pencil Neck Geek Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the Week. Because Joe's the Windy City stud.
He's the Windy City stud.
Do I want to go? You know what I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with
Tennessee over the Jets.
No. I'm going to go with touchdown Tommy going back to New England, locking down a victory for the new Buccaneers.
Really?
Yeah. Going touchdown Tommy.
Okay. Chris, what is that?
That is the S&P or Pencil Neck Geek Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the Week.
What do you got for Tig Ol Bitties? Bang.
I got
It's going that New England is going to win this game by astronomical
no, no. I got where the hell did Houston disappear today?
I gotta think Tom Brady's a favorite in that game though, right?
I don't like it. I think our boy
so
Bill's gonna do some work.
So Houston at Buffalo.
Okay.
Buffalo is a 17.5 point favorite.
Let him know, Chris.
Buffalo has covered 6 of its past 7 games as a favorite. This is going to be kind of
I'm
hard.
not repeating my mistake from last weekend, all right? There's no way hell I'm doing that.
So if this line closes at over 17, it would be the first. It would just be the 7th line at least 17.5 points in weeks 1 through 4 in the past 40 seasons. Favorites are 4-2.
Houston has been better than I thought they'd be. So
That Buffalo defense is no joke, though.
Yeah, no, I think I got Buffalo by 16 in my conference pool, so I didn't want to go an easy lock of the week and go Buffalo over Houston. So that's why I want a little more intrigue.
So we'll pick on the Chicago Bears here.
Oh, great.
Rookie quarterbacks.
When Matt Nagy coaches, the Bears are real dog shit.
Well, the under is 14-6 under Matt Nagy following a straight-up loss.
Yeah, well, because he doesn't score, his offense is inept.
Yeah, but the defense steps up then, too.
Yeah.
If you keep the under.
Because they're like, oh, God, his offense can't score any points.
But rookie quarterbacks went 0-4 against the spread in week 3. They are 0-9 against the spread this season when not facing other rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think the Bears...
The Bears are a 3.5 point favorite.
I would take the under and whatever the over-under in that game is.
They're saying to take Detroit because they're going to cover the spread of 3.5.
Interesting.
Yep.
Where's that game at?
Here.
In Chicago.
Oh, yeah? What do you guys think of that game?
I think
What was it, Tig Ol Bitties?
that Nagy sucks.
Well, there was 2 for that one, but Pat, the one was brought up because Pat brought it. The under is 14-6 under Matt Nagy following a straight-up loss. And
14-6?
14-6. And then
Ooh.
rookie quarterbacks went 0-4 against the spread in week 3. They are 0-9 against the spread this season when not facing another rookie quarterback. Chicago's a 3.5-point favorite at home.
Whatever the over-under is, I think the under in that game.
Detroit's got no defense.
Yeah, Bears have no offense.
That's true. And as for maybe Matt, who's quarterback? Do we know yet?
It's Fields.
Oh, is it going to be?
They announced it earlier before you guys got here.
Oh, okay.
And then the final one I'll go with is Arizona at the Los Angeles Rams. Arizona has not had a road game go over the total since the start of last season. They are 0-9-1 to the over. Arizona is the only team in the NFL to not have one game go over on the road over that span. Every other team has had at least happen twice.
What do you guys think about that game? Because I think the Rams win, but I don't have a lot of confidence in that pick.
Who are they playing?
The Rams, the Cardinals.
Yeah, I got that too.
In Los Angeles.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the Rams too. I don't like that either.
I think the Rams defense is no joke, but
Could have really used the Patriots winning last week. That would have won me pick'ems.
The question is what's the over-under?
2 weeks ago, Seattle would have won. I would have won. So hey,
Yeah, it's true.
that's how it goes.
It's very true, Patrick. It's how the
Although
crumbles.
I'm glad you guys chose the Eagles to win and not the Cowboys because that got me tied with you guys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was Peter's choice. Or that was my choice, actually. I apologize.
Yeah,
54
thanks for trying to throw me the bus as always.
Yeah, well, your dumbass is choosing the fucking...
Hey, Mr. Clean, relax.
Tell us how the Patriots are going to win tomorrow.
I know.
Dumbass.
It's not a good one.
The over-under for the Rams-Cardinals is 54.5 points.
I need that time. I need your touchdown, Tommy. I need you.
54.5 points for the over-under for the Cardinals-Rams game. That seems kind of high.
Yeah.
The Rams' offense has been very good. I don't think the Cardinals' defense is not terrible, but I don't think
They did give up, 30? They gave up 30 points to
Minnesota, I believe, right?
Yeah, to Minnesota. That was a close game.
They can put up some points. So I'd be interested to see how. I think the matchup of that game is going to be how the offense if there's an offense can score on that Rams defense or not.
Pat Lynch, you're in some great cover for tomorrow for New England. I mean, Tampa Bay -6. Tom Brady 5-0 against the spread following a straight up loss.
Oh, Tommy's angry, baby.
I feel like Bill's
Tampa Bay has covered 8 of its past 12 games dating back to last season, including the playoffs.
New England won a minute, but
yeah, but that's such a garbage tip.
They're retooling. New England.
What does that mean? Like, okay, so I mean, in the past, yeah.
But you're only forced. You basically played 3 weeks this season, so you gotta kind of go. You gotta kind of extend it back a little bit.
Should we do our fan duels today? Because it might be a little tough with the 8:30 run time.
Let's do it.
So you gotta log in.
Well, I'm gonna need to log in.
You don't have to worry, Pat. That here's a good one. That
click save this week, guys.
This is just the 19th time that New England has been home underdog since 2000. Obviously, they've had Tom Brady the whole entire time. They are 14-4 in those games.
I like that, Chris. Interesting. I need those. I need more tidbits like that, bud. Come on, Chris.
That's a real shit tidbit for you then.
Why?
Because they're 14-4. They've only been underdogs at home 19 times since 2000.
Okay.
Tom Brady's been their quarterback every single season except last season.
I just feel like Tom Brady really is going to want to stick it to them.
Yeah, but I feel like Belichick really wants to stick it too. And don't you think he can scheme like a mother?
I think he can. It's not such good.
And
I just don't think their defense is. I think New England is retooling. They don't have enough talent on that team to stop them. Tampa Bay's got a lot of weapons on that offense. Like a lot of weapons. So I think it'll be hard. I think it'll be hard for them to win that game. But I will definitely watch it. That should be a good game, though.
Mac Jones is going to go off.
You know what's been interesting this year? All the primetime games, except the exception of the shitty Bears game, has been pretty good. Like
that Bears game was good up until about like the midway through the third quarter.
You know what's sad is that was the best. I think that Nagy's offense has ever looked. Is like in that game, and they still got their ass kicked.
Andy Dalton hasn't looked bad when he was quarterback.
He looked what he's supposed to do, right? Like the problem is that as Nick Foles has said, the offense just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't work.
Joe, how do you feel about that? Okay. Oh, too soon?
Joe nods. Joe's agreeing with it. He's a big fan of that. He's a big fan of the man.
Joe's like, talk to me about the Bulls when they start playing.
What do you think about the Hawks this year, Chris?
They look like they are in prime midseason form, giving up a bunch of goals and not.
But their starting goaltender's not playing right now, right?
Fleury played last night.
Oh, did he? They still shit the bed.
Well, he only gave up 2 goals, but
only 2 goals.
Well, I mean, with that defense, the way that defense is playing,
didn't we spend a shit ton of money on defense?
We did. We got Seth Jones, but I mean,
and the other guy.
But the other thing is, you got to understand, is it's preseason, so he only played probably like Marc-Andre Fleury only probably played maybe like a quarter and a half.
Is Taves supposed to play the whole game, the whole season?
I don't know. They don't know. They're not sure what the hell he's supposed to do. But he's played the first 2 preseason games. They're playing tonight.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, Fleury only played probably I think like a quarter and a half last night, and he gave up 2 goals. If he played the whole game and only gave up the 2 goals, they would have won the game.
So he might be a little rusty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was the first game.
What do you guys think about?
I'm quite curious if the kid that they drafted a couple years ago is gonna make the team or not.
It's the SNP podcast at gmail.com, right, Chris?
Should be, yes.
What the hell? Why is it taking?
They're kicking ass tonight, Pat Lynch.
There we go.
Got 4-1.
There we go.
What about? How do you guys think about the MLB playoffs? Anybody out there or is it just? Are you not even thinking about it? Because
I don't even know. I don't know what the hell.
Did Seattle make it?
I don't know what the hell. They had some weird shit going on where they could have had like 5 teams tied for the American League wild card.
Very much like if the Cubs are in, I don't really care. I'll be honest about it.
Yeah.
Baseball, I don't care.
What do you think about the White Sox being in it?
Doesn't do anything for me.
No?
Don't care either way.
Come on, Pat. What's that all about?
Cubs fan, yeah.
What about you, Chris? How do you think? Chris is a big Boston Red Sox fan.
They're in the first wild card spot right now, tied with the Yankees. Toronto's a game back. Seattle's a game and a half back. Oakland's done.
So is that a play-in game then for them?
So if Boston and New York end up tying, the weird thing is if Toronto, Boston, and New York end up tying, I think Boston they're the team A in a 3-team scenario, so they have the choice of playing 2 games, so they can play like the first game and be a home game, and then if they win, they go on to play Team C, and then I think whoever loses whoever wins the first game and the other team that's Team C end up playing. The other team plays.
So there's now like 3. So there's a play-in game for the bottom 2 wild cards, right? And then that plays.
No, so like if they finish like tied, there's some like weird freaking rules.
If someone wins the division, there's 3 division winners. There's 1 wild card.
No, there's 2 wild cards.
But the 2 wild cards play in to be the wild card.
Exactly. Okay. But 3 teams tie, and I think like Boston, Toronto does. It's some weird scenario where like Boston would like choose to be like the C team, where they would end up playing like a home game against either the Yankees or Toronto, and if they win against the Yankees, they're automatically one of the wild card teams. Then Boston or the Yankees would end up hosting Toronto, and Toronto would have to play. So Toronto would only get 1 chance. Boston, whoever loses the first game gets 2 chances of being the wild card team.
Interesting. But I was thinking the other day, it's like, in baseball's interesting. Like, there are certain teams that have just been shit for so long. Like, will they ever be any relevant?
Who are you talking
Baltimore
about?
Orioles? Like, they've been relevant since the 90s. Since Cal Ripken gone.
That's true.
Have they been gone? That's 20 years ago. What's another good team? What's another good example? Pittsburgh Pirates? Hot garbage. Complete trash.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
I mean, how do you feel about being freaking...
it took me a hot minute to get that all set up.
How do you feel about being the San Diego Padres with like a $200 million...
I know.
And they're going to finish under 500.
You know the last time the Padres had a winning record was when Jed Hoyer was their general manager?
Really?
Fun fact. So
there you go. And Jed Hoyer is the GM for the Chicago Cubs right now.
How do we feel about Derrick Henry at 10-2 right off the bat here?
10-2, Chris. What do you think? So, we haven't done this in a while, but the podcast has...
I can understand why he's worth $10,200.
The podcast has a FanDuel account, and we should have been doing this every week, but we haven't. So tonight we're gonna rock. We're gonna get our lineup in place, and hopefully last week Chris had an unbelievable lineup. we ranked third out of 20.
We could have been number one if we
Yeah,
had stayed
some-
lineup.
I don't know about that. I think our lineup was good. If we had Josh Allen, we would have won for sure.
Which was my
Yep.
choice.
We
Okay,
would
Pat.
have placed Allen Robinson with Keenan Allen too.
Yeah, that would have probably been a good option.
Okay, so let's see here. For running backs.
So we got to choose a quarterback, 2 running backs, a receiver, a flex, a tight end, and a defense.
Yeah, a whole lot of players.
Yeah, so we can do a couple if we need to. Where are we at time-wise, Pat?
We are at an hour 5.
Hour 5, okay. So we won't take too long. Let's get some thoughts here.
All right.
What do you think, Chris? Running back, Derrick Henry for sure? Or is 10,200 too rich for your blood?
That's a pretty penny.
I'm throwing a couple options. I'm throwing a team together right now here.
Okay.
And then we'll
Yes,
we'll
you throw a
start.
team together, and then we'll come back to it. How the dating app shooting you? Leighton's still killing the old.
I had what is it? I think I had me and Pepsi went over it. I showed it to him. I think I had 15 conversations open at one point.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The stud.
The real Windy City stud
The
over here.
stud.
15 Yeah, I had 15 conversations open. I sent the message, and 11 of them didn't respond.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a stud. I apologize.
Windy City stud is hitting the cold streak.
He's hitting the Chicago winter. Do you feel that, Chris? That's breezy cold right there.
It is. It's ice cold. It's as cold as the mountains of the Rockies.
Oh, baby.
You hear that, Coors?
Joe, if you're playing Koi right now and you're gonna come to that run tomorrow, you might be able to beat me and Chris. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Chris. Maybe 2 beers and a whiskey. The run might not be as fun tomorrow as I thought.
That's not gonna be fun.
And it's supposed to rain.
Yeah,
Not gonna be good.
If it's raining, I'm gonna be running as fast as I can.
Well, that's the goal as it is. So,
No,
Pat, what are you feeling? What do you set up so far?
So far, I'm trying to build a team around Cooper Kupp and Derrick Henry.
Okay, Cooper Kupp and
So we got Zach Wilson as our quarterback.
Right now, I got Prescott, and we'll see if I can keep him on the.
Who's Dallas going against?
Dallas is going against Carolina,
Okay.
which is not a crazy.
How's that
No.
Buffalo defense looking?
Here you go, Pat.
Out of
Look
our
at this.
price range.
Probably they're the top defense actually right
Yeah,
now.
That's why I
don't do
did
that.
that.
Don't do that. I'd go with Denver. Who's Denver playing?
Oh, you can't do Monday night.
Baltimore.
This guy's on here.
Yeah. When does bye start?
I think
Next week.
Next week, yeah.
Okay. So as Pat plays around, I'm gonna give you guys. You guys want to hear the last? Or I got 2 feel good stories. I'm bringing back the feel good stories. Do you guys want to hear those while we wait for Pat to kind of give us an idea of what
Sure.
his?
Let's
What
do
his
I'm hoping one of them's the one I read.
there's 2 funny ones. The first feel good. I don't know how this is a feel good because in my head I'm thinking that's not that great. But so 4 in 10 older Americans feel like they're having the best sex of their lives.
Nice.
As they age.
Nice.
But that's a feel good.
You know
story.
why? Because you don't have to worry about getting anybody pregnant.
That's okay, fair. But 4 out of 10, that's only 40%. That's not 50%. 50% feels like a good feel good story. 60% feels like
You know
we're
why
hitting
it's
it out
4 out
of
of
the ballpark.
10? Because the other 6 out of 10 ain't having sex because they can't have sex. They can't get it up.
Yeah, they're not medically cleared for Viagra.
Right. Okay. All right. Thanks, Chris.
Wanted to go there. Here we go.
You know what? I'm
The
not
Jimmy
sorry.
Johnson extends
I
is
want-
not working for him.
I can. Do they still sell that? Didn't that kill some people?
I think it did. And that's why Jerry started. Jimmy Johnson has hair plugs now because
He sounded like he was dying last week.
Oh, well, yeah. How about hair extensions? Talking about hair extensions. Joe Buckham was killing himself with hair extensions. Okay, so I just thought 4 out of 10. I didn't think that was a really feel good story. That actually,
that's a high number. That's a high number. You're not feeling it.
I'm feeling 4 out of 10 is a low percentage.
No, not with all people, dude.
Okay. All right, so we'll debate. We're on the opposite side of this. I didn't feel 4 and 10 was good enough to be a feel good story.
That's like 100% in their terms, baby.
But I mean, if you hear it,
You're looking at 40%. They're looking at that's 100%. 40% of the time, 100% of the time we're having sex.
Goodness gracious.
They do talk about nursing homes are just one big orgy. STDs just run wild. That's
rampant,
scary.
baby. Rampant.
That sounds a little scary to me. In where is it? The Netherlands, I believe. Wait, I think I wrote it down. In the Netherlands, yes, there's so 1.3 million people in the Netherlands are older than 75 years old,
Nice.
and unfortunately,
They're running out of room. They had to start killing people off.
Easy, Bill Burr.
easy big fella. No, they unfortunately, as you get older, you get more lonely because most people you know have passed away, and most people before us didn't keep friendships.
They're giving them puppies.
That's a way to go about curing loneliness, I guess. No, and in the Netherlands, the government wants corporations to kind of figure out how to fix this. They've put it out there like, hey, you guys need to figure out how to work with this and fix this. And one grocery store chain has put in checkout lines, so where you can go to this specific checkout.
They'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
I thought that was that's so nice. Like, first of all, that wouldn't.
I thought they were gonna give out like free hugs or something.
For me, that wouldn't work at all because I need to get in and get out. But I get it. Like, that's so nice, and especially if you're like a chatty person, like who wants to just have a conversation.
They have no problem having a conversation, talking to people.
It's like Chris McGraw.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd be like, nah, you're in the wrong line, dog.
Yeah, I felt like almost. You know what? When I first read it, I thought about when we were in Philadelphia and they have the alcohol line, and it's like you can only buy a certain amount of alcohol, so you have to do every transaction like separately.
Yeah, and that guy had like a 4-mile line.
Yes.
Line. Yeah.
I felt like that would be the chat line, but maybe you can chat with the people in the chat line. Like, that person's lonely, you're lonely. Now you're meeting people. I just thought that was awesome that somebody
back to your nursing home and start the orgy.
Chris McGraw, no more whiskey for you. You can't have any more 2-bar.
I don't want any more.
He wants all the 2-bar? All the 2-bar.
I'm taking over for Pat Lynch's comments right now while Pat Lynch is playing with himself.
It's getting hard here. I'm having a hard time with these dollar figures.
Yeah, he's got a real hard on for this hard time.
I have a hard time with these dollar figures,
Oh,
guys.
sweet God.
They're killing me here. They're killing me.
This is not going to be... YouTube, I always ask, is this made for children? This is definitely not. This is definitely not made for children.
None of these ones are made for children.
Okay, and then have you guys ever heard of CRISPR?
CRISPR.
Why does that sound familiar? Isn't that thing with like the like they're trying to anti-aging or like the genes or something like that?
Gene modifications.
There we go.
And they've cured a bunch of people with not complete blindness, but like one lady who had to walk around with a cane. Like, she could kind of see, but she could barely see. She had to walk around with a cane. They modified her genes. What do they call it, though? They engineered her genes? No. Gene editing. So they edited her genes. And she can walk around.
Shit?
Yeah, she can walk around without her. She can walk around with a cane now. She can't see perfectly, but she can walk without. And it's growing better as she ages. Like, now it's getting even better. There was a guy who went to a baseball game. I could see colors.
Wow,
for the first
that's
time.
pretty cool.
And his peripheral, so he could see much. It's insane what they're doing with the science behind CRISPR. That's a stock I think we need to kind of figure out what's going on there, because that is going to it's going to change the entire world. How technology is changing, like how we view things in history and how we learn. CRISPR is going to change how we age, and how if we get sick, they're just going to modify your genes. They're going to edit your genes to cut out the cancer.
They're going to kill Pat Lynch with
kindness.
It's been rough here. It's been a rough one. We probably have to change for tomorrow morning, I'm guessing. But
All right,
I got quarterback Aaron Rodgers against Pittsburgh.
I like it.
I got David Montgomery against Detroit.
I like it.
I got Chuba Hubbard.
who?
Chuba.
Christian McCaffrey's backup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Against Dallas. Cooper Kupp. Who's I believe the top fantasy player at this point in the year, I believe. I got Cortland Sutton in Denver. CeCe Lamb in Dallas. Kyle Pitts is a tight end. This is the one I'm really not sure about. I got Nick Westbrook Akinki, who was the only receiver left on Tennessee's roster. The first one that came out. Post the other guys, and I got the Green Bay defense against Pittsburgh. I think Green Bay's going to run the score on them.
I picked up Green Bay's defense for my fantasy football team.
The one I want to look at is this flex again. Maybe we can pop them there because I get a flex in their own. But that's what I'm going.
How much is our flex costing us?
It's $5,300. We can get six.
Yeah, we can work with it.
We can get 63. We can go to 6,300 if you want. I can give you some other options than that if you'd like.
Okay.
The $6,300 range. We can go with.
Odell Beckham?
No, we can get.
Ooh, that's not a bad move.
We have Melvin Gordon, Robert Woods, like I heard, Chase Edmonds, Tim Patrick, Cordell Patterson, Zach Moss, Darrell Henderson. He's hurt. So Juju Smith-Schuster, Dallas
He's
Goedert,
hurt.
Christian Kirk,
Maybe Christian Kirk.
Devontae Smith.
I could see Zach Moss in that game where I'm just running up
About
the score.
Devontae Smith, he's the only guy in the Eagles. That's one of the top guys in the Eagles there.
Who they play?
They're playing.
Their offense has not been great.
Eagles are playing Kansas City, so they're gonna have to throw the ball probably.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be a runner-upper.
Yeah.
So we can revisit that one.
Yeah, we can revisit it. I kind of like where you're at.
You can go Brandon Ayuk if you want.
So our lock of the century is
decent game last week.
Lock of the century is
4 catches for 30. The only reason his game was fine was because he had a touchdown.
great. Lock of the century is Tampa Bay over New England, where Chris and me might. Well, Chris might be on that side. I might be a little bit different on that one. But then again, I haven't been good. My bets this year on the NFL, not good. I have not done well.
Picking solidly Philadelphia over San Francisco week 2.
Yeah, buddy. No, I'm talking about betting. Like I over on
You're garbage everywhere. We know.
Not good.
Just save enough money for DePaul when they come up in November, and we can start betting them again.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. This has been a fun one. We've got Oktoberfest. The 2 bars, right? Is that what it's called? The 2 bar.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
The Lay's chips.
Those are
It's been an type of night tonight. But thank you for joining us. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Check us out. Get on YouTube and subscribe. That would help us out a lot. We're throwing out clips now. So, and if you got any thoughts or ideas or comments, you want to tell Pat Lynch his FanDuel account sucks, that's okay. Hit us up at the SNP podcast at gmail.com. Or just check us out on the podcast, SNP, for Twitter, Instagram. We throw a bunch of content out there. And guys, have a great week and enjoy the start of fall here.
Joe, any final thoughts? Just kidding. Feel better, Joe. Bye!